Thanks for staying with us. It's now time to delve into the discussion for the day. And we're now being joined by Mike Cookie, a public affairs analyst. We'll be looking at the incessant attacks on INEC offices, the latest being that of Imo State. Thank you so much for joining us, Mike Cookie. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Sampson, and thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. What's your reaction to this incessant attacks on different INEC offices, the latest being Imo State? We know that this is like the third one in just 2 weeks, and it's becoming quite worrisome. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, it is a worrisome development, given the fact that we are just months away to the startup of another election, and we're having such security breaches on INEC facility. Just like the governor of Imo State said, Governor Hope Uzodinma, he's thinking of suspecting that they are foul play on such attack. You know, this is the third, like she rightly said, in less than 2 weeks in that way. So it calls for concern, and then we are hoping that the security agencies should be able to live up to their expectation. I think it's good enough that this last attack was foiled. Arrests were made, some of the hoodlums were also killed. So we hope that the police and other security agencies will want to build them on this and then try to get to the root of this attack, because it's quite worrisome. Yeah.
In your view, what would you say the target is exactly for these miscreants? Because we know quite well that the attacks in Ogun State and Osun State about 2 months ago, you had PVCs burnt, but we've also heard that non-sensitive materials got burnt in other, INEC offices like Ebonyi State. Now, with this recent one, do you think the miscreants, based on the pattern of attacks, are targeting PVCs only, or there's also an attempt at the beavers, which looks like the game changer for the 2023 elections?
Yeah, so you see, nothing can be ruled out. Okay. That's why I say security agencies, they should live up to their responsibilities. Politicians are quite a funny species. Okay. Yeah, like the governor, alleged that there could be some political undertone to this attack, which, when we look at the trend, there are possibilities that he might be saying the truth. So why now, just at the commencement of the PVC collection, that was the day this attack was launched.
Exactly.
Okay, so is it possible that there are some politicians that probably think they have a popular candidate that may not be able to win election, and then they will just want to make the place ungovernable and ensure that election does not hold in certain areas of this country. So these are the things that the security agencies should be looking out for, and try as much as possible to nip all of these acts right in the bud, because we have to have, constitutionally, we are due to have an election, and no individual or group of persons should stop that act from taking its course.
Okay, let's look at the issue of disenfranchisement, because we can't rule this out. Yes, INEC has said in time past, as recent as last week, that burnt PVCs will be reprinted and issued to the electorates who are victims of that attack. But there's also the possibility that INEC may not be able to meet up with reprinting all of these burnt PVCs. So the issue of disenfranchisement is definitely at the core of these attacks. How do you think this affects the polls 2023 if we continue to have these attacks?
Certainly, if these attacks are not nipped in the bud, eventually it will have it will have a spiral effect on the election process.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, persons will not be able to, exercise their fundamental rights of casting their ballots. So, having said that, the INEC chairman has given confidence or raised hope that some of the attacks that are being carried out, that some of their critical assets were not affected, and the PVCs that the ones that were affected, they are going to reprint. But we're going to hold the chairman by his words, okay, and try to see what they will do. I want to believe that INEC will have a backup plan to some of these things. They would have been preemptive enough to want to anticipate that if such thing goes wrong, they will have a plan B or a backup action to be able to mitigate this act. So I would not want to anticipate their moves. He had said that they will do the needful. They'll try to reprint the bond PVCs before the election. So let's see how that goes with his words of assurances.
But what about the cost implication? The fact that a lot of monies have already gone into printing those PVCs in the first place, and now they have to reprint, and it's not just Imo State, Ebonyi, and even some other states.
Yeah, it's regrettable, unfortunately. And that is where we are still calling on the security agencies, okay, to rise above board. Because if such attacks continue, the cost will quite be humongous, not just financial costs, but there are other areas too where it will be affected. And I strongly emphasize that yes, there are some politicians that would have, set out their objective that this election should not hold. And the government of the day should not just sit down and watch a few individuals hold the rest of us or bound the rest of us to the Philistines. This election should hold, and they should do everything possible. The president should do everything within his power to ensure that he gives Nigerians a credible election. That should be like a backing gift for him. Okay, so the cost of using PVC or INEC sensitive material is quite huge. I think there could have been targeted efforts at wanting to hit at the BVAC machines and all of that, but I think with all of this that's happening, the INEC as a commission, they should be hypersensitive and not just let their guard down or release sensitive materials early enough, into the hands of these so-called miscreants and hoodlums.
But looking at the political atmosphere, a lot of people have read political meanings or undertones to all of these attacks, saying that perhaps it's some political bigwigs who do not want elections to hold in the southeast. Because if you look at the fact that they have, we've heard of stories of unknown gunmen being behind these attacks, but the southeasterners are supposed to be part of the elections, and if this continues, it means that they would be disenfranchised from performing their electoral duties. But do you read any political undertones to all of this?
It's not particular to southeast. I mean, the attacks on INEC facilities.
But we've seen most of them happening in the southeast.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
So, southeast have had the highest form of attack.
Yes.
Among other regions, okay, we have isolated cases in Osun, in Ogun State, we've also seen attacks lately also in Gombe and all of that. So it's just a cobweb of...
Mike Cookie, can you hear us? Oh, okay. Looks like we lost our connection with Mike Cookie, but of course, we're still looking at all of these political issues, especially as we prepare for the 2023 elections, which is a few months away. We're focusing on the incessant attacks in the INEC offices, especially the recent one that happened in Imo State. We'll continue the conversation after this break. Please stay with us.